Build, Don't Talk is a self-help and personal development book by Raj Shamani, a young Indian entrepreneur, speaker, and content creator. The book is written as a practical manual, not as a story or novel, designed to help people understand and master skills that are crucial in real life but rarely taught in school. It focuses on doing rather than discussing, on building things that matter instead of merely talking about intentions. The central message is that ideas alone are not enough. Execution and action are what lead to real success. In school, we learn maths, history, and science. We are tested on knowledge, not on the practical skills of life, like how to sell, how to manage money, how to build and maintain relationships, how to negotiate, and how to handle failure. According to Shamani, this gap between formal education and real-world challenges is what makes life feel confusing and success feel out of reach for many people. The title, Build, Don't Talk, captures the essence of what the author wants you to adopt. Stop over-talking about goals, stop over-planning without acting, and start building, whether that means building a skill, a business, wealth, or legacy. Chapter themes and core ideas. While the book is split into many short chapters, nearly 40, the ideas can be grouped into major themes that run throughout the work. 1. Rethinking education and learning. Shamani begins by challenging the way most people have been taught to learn. Traditional education rewards memory and conformity, but real life rewards curiosity, problem-solving, and the ability to take action. He argues that everyone learns differently. Some people learn by reading, others by watching, others by doing, but schools often treat all students the same. This leads to the first major insight. Education should be about learning how to learn and then applying that learning in real situations. Shamani believes that being labeled good or bad at school doesn't define intelligence or potential. It just reflects an outdated way of measuring ability when the world needs practical thinkers. The book urges readers to understand how they personally learn best: action, reflection, observation, practical doing. Question norms instead of accepting them without thought. Be honest about strengths and weaknesses. Instead of being afraid of being seen as incompetent, Shamani insists that everyone should be willing to look stupid, because that fear is often the only thing holding people back from trying something new. 2. Action over talk, the core philosophy. The heart of the book is the idea that talk is cheap, but action creates results. Talking gives a false sense of accomplishment without any real output. Many people spend hours planning, discussing, and explaining their goals without ever taking the first step towards them. Shamani emphasizes that confidence comes from doing, not from talking about doing. He explains, ideas are abundant, everyone has them. Execution is rare, only a few actually follow through. Failure is part of the process and teaches more than perfection ever will. Building something, even imperfectly, leads to progress and eventually real success. This philosophy aligns with modern psychological research that shows habits and execution matter more than thinking or planning alone. 3. Building skills and personal value. Once the importance of action is established, the book moves on to building skills that make you valuable, not just to yourself, but in the marketplace. Shamani argues that skill creation is the foundation of personal success. Without valuable skills, people depend on others for opportunities. With skills, you create your own opportunities. The book teaches, focus on becoming excellent in one skill rather than mediocre in many. Once you master one, you can create multiple income streams from it. Consistent daily improvement, even 1% better every day, leads to compound growth. Upskilling is ongoing. The world changes fast, and learning should never stop. Shamani particularly focuses on how to build skills relevant to the current era, such as digital marketing, networking, content creation, negotiation, and financial literacy. because these areas empower people to shape careers and businesses independently. He also encourages choosing paths that resonate with your personality and goals. Not everyone has to be an entrepreneur. Some people may thrive in structured jobs, while others will flourish building their own ventures. What matters is fits you, not what others tell you to do. 4. Entrepreneurship and business building. A significant part of the book is dedicated to entrepreneurship, though in a practical, non-romantic way. Shamani strips away the myth that entrepreneurship is glamorous. Instead, he describes it as observing real problems people have, creating solutions that people are willing to pay for, testing ideas quickly rather than planning forever, learning from real interactions with customers. He talks about the importance of understanding your audience, selling with empathy, and solving real needs rather than creating products you think should work. Some of the key business lessons include: study the field you're entering deeply, know your competitors, your customers, and the market. Use content as a tool to support your business. Create content you would genuinely want to see, instead of following rigid formulas. Turn one strong skill into multiple revenue streams: consultancy, products, services, speaking, partnerships, etc. These are not abstract theories, but practical steps that someone can start implementing immediately. According to Shamani, the most successful builders start small and learn by doing. They iterate quickly and don't wait for perfect conditions. 5. Wealth building and money mindset. The book also discusses wealth, not just earning a salary, but creating financial freedom. It challenges the idea that working harder for money, trading time for pay, automatically leads to wealth. Instead, Shamani says, real wealth comes when your money starts working for you. You should shift from being a consumer to being a producer. Investing intelligently rather than spending everything you earn lets your resources grow. He recommends learning about markets before jumping into investments, matching your risk tolerance with suitable investment strategies, and using networking and relationships to open doors to opportunities. The message is that wealth creation is a system, not luck, and that system starts with the habits you form, the skills you master, and the actions you take every day. 6. Mindset, growth, and consistency. A recurring theme throughout the book is mindset, how you think about challenges, failure, and progress. Shamani stresses that comfort zones kill growth. Fear of judgment holds back more people than fear of failure. Confidence grows through repeated action, not waiting to feel confident before starting. Consistency beats talent. Small efforts every day lead to greater results than sporadic big pushes. He gives practical frameworks. Turn plans into daily habits. Measure progress through action, not intentions. Keep effort steady even when results seem slow. The book argues that what distinguishes people who succeed from those who don't is persistence and the willingness to keep building long after others have given up. 7. Building relationships and networking. Another practical area the book covers is relationships, both personal and professional. Success isn't built in isolation. Networking isn't about collecting business cards or followers, but about adding real value to others. Shamani highlights, to connect with someone, first understand how you can offer value to them, not what you can take from them. Relationships open doors that skills alone might not. Being genuinely helpful attracts support and opportunities. This approach to relationships aligns with the broader theme of building quietly. Actions and results will attract recognition more than loud self-promotion. 8. Legacy, what you leave behind. Towards the end, the book emphasizes legacy, not as something distant or abstract, but as the result of consistent building over time. Legacy is not built through announcements, speeches, or promises, but through the work you finish, the lives you impact, the systems, products, businesses, and ideas you leave in motion.
Shamani suggests that legacy is the natural outcome of disciplined action over many years, not a grand single achievement. He encourages readers to focus on habits that compound, create systems that live beyond individual effort, and let their results speak louder than their words. Common reader takeaways. Feedback from people who have read or reviewed the book shows that many come away feeling motivated to act rather than plan endlessly, empowered to learn real-world skills, inspired to start building something immediately, and more aware of the gap between education and life skills. Readers also frequently quote action-oriented lines from the book, such as, "Your school taught you how to run a race, but not how to win." Stop overthinking, start building. You don't need to be intelligent, you need to be consistent. These simple yet powerful ideas are easy to remember.